Pocket FM.
To unlock all the episodes, click the link in bio.
Trinity, in a ruined sanctum, touches a crown and sees rewritten fates focused on Reese. The Keeper of Mirrors reveals Trinity's tormented past, leading Reese to realize she was chosen. A prophecy speaks of a twin of ruin. In a monastery crypt, they find Trinity's identical twin, sealed in magic. One was born, one was sealed. Trinity, scrying Reese, understands she was split. One to rule, one to rebel. We were meant to wake it. An ancient horn calls as a forgotten army rises with her twin. My other half wasn't imprisoned alone, she whispers. Reese's pendant shifts to the oracle's protector seal. Juniper reveals the shocking truth. Reese was one of them. Deep in the mountain, an old woman tells Trinity of the severing, a split soul, one to feel, one to obey, and warns of a silent shadow. Can Reese save Trinity from Seraphine and the truth of her divided self? What was the severing, and what was Reese's role? Who is the silent shadow, and what ruin will she bring? The tremor under Trinity's feet deepened, like a heartbeat shaking the bones of the world. Cracks split the sacred earth around the sanctum, veins of old magic bleeding gold light. Elara stood beside her, pale and alert, watching as thunderclouds roiled unnaturally across the skies. "They're not just waking," Trinity murmured. "They're answering." The cracked mountain below revealed more than stone. A structure, black and spired like a cathedral forged in nightmares, emerged. Ancient glyphs lined its edges. From its gates marched figures in tarnished armor, neither alive nor dead, with eyes that glowed like stoked embers. "They are the bound," Elara whispered. "Soldiers sealed away when the oracle's twin was buried." Trinity's breath came sharp. "Then they're here for her." "No," Elara corrected. "They're here for you." Reese stood under the monastery's skeletal trees, staring at the pendant in his hand. The symbol shimmered again, no longer the crest of his family, but the seal of the Watchers, guardians of the first oracle, long thought extinct. "How long have I been living someone else's life?" he muttered. Juniper joined him, dragging behind a dust-covered tome she'd scavenged from the catacombs. "This proves it. You were born under the Watcher's oath, raised to protect the oracle. Somehow you forgot, or was made to forget." Inside the tome was a drawing, a boy with Reese's eyes standing beside twin girls, one light, one shadow. The caption read, "The Guardian and the Split." Vincent cursed softly. "So what now?" Reese looked toward the storm forming in the distance. "Now, I remember everything they tried to bury." Trinity followed the memory orbs through the mountain's inner sanctum. The visions grew more fragmented. Her childhood doubled, blurred images of another girl echoing her actions. Laughter mirrored, grief split. The ancient woman at the dais, her eyes like molten silver, whispered as she weaved a spell into the air. "You were divided not to weaken you, but to make you controllable." One sister became prophecy, the other became silence. "I saw her in my dreams," Trinity confessed, "but I didn't know she was me. She's more than you. She's the tether that holds your power back. Until you confront her, you are half a storm." Trinity's fists clenched. "Then I'll find her, and I'll end what they started." Outside, the bound army began to march, their horns echoing through the world. Reese delved deeper into the monastery's forbidden archives with Juniper and Vincent. The deeper they went, the older the magic grew. Carvings glowed as they passed, whispering names Reese felt in his blood. They reached a door sealed with blood magic. Reese pressed his hand to it instinctively, and it opened. Inside lay a room of relics, swords, scrolls, and at its center, a crystal sarcophagus holding a boy. Reese gasped. "That's me." "No," Vincent said, stunned. "That's who you were before." The body inside was unchanged, but Reese remembered the pain now, the ritual that split his memory, the voice that said, "Protect her, even if you forget who she is." "Trinity," Reese whispered, "they made me forget you to keep us apart." Trinity stood before the bound army, their leader stepping forward, a figure in obsidian robes with a silver mask. "I know you," Trinity said. The figure removed the mask. It was her face, colder, older, untouched by emotion. "I am Silence," the twin said. I am what you shed to become what they wanted. But I remember everything. I'm not your enemy, Trinity said. You are, Silence replied, because you forgot, and I never will. A wall of magic exploded between them. The earth shook. War had begun, not between good and evil, but between halves of the same soul. As Trinity and Silence locked eyes, the raw power within them crackled like lightning before a downpour. The very air thrummed with their intertwined magic, a force capable of reshaping the world. Would Trinity be able to bridge the chasm of forgotten years and reach the sister forged from her own silence? Could Reese, now bearing the full weight of his guardian lineage, break through the ranks of the bound and stand beside the oracle he was born to protect? And as the two halves of the soul collided, what terrifying new form would the storm unleash upon the world?
Hey, I am Trinity. Want to know what happens next? Then click the link in the description below and download the Pocket FM app and listen to the exciting episodes of Chosen by Fate, Rejected by the Alpha.
Reese, with Juniper and Vincent, uncovers a hidden room in the monastery. Inside lies a crystal sarcophagus holding a younger version of himself. He remembers the ritual that split his memory and the directive to protect Trinity, even if he forgot her. Trinity confronts the bound army, led by a figure in a silver mask. The figure unmasks, revealing Trinity's own face, older, colder, introducing herself as Silence, the part Trinity shed. As Trinity and Silence face off, their immense power crackling, the fate of the world hangs in the balance. Will Trinity manage to reconnect with her forgotten sister, Silence? Can Reese, now fully aware of his guardian duty, reach Trinity's side through the formidable bound army? Reese stood before the sealed tomb once more, the vision of Trinity's twin echoing in his mind. Vincent approached, his expression grim. It wasn't just a dream, was it? Reese shook his head. It was a memory, not mine, hers, or theirs. Juniper emerged from the shadows, holding an ancient scroll. This says the twins were split to protect the balance. One to carry light, the other to absorb the dark. Reese's jaw tightened. And Trinity has both now. That's why the warlocks are afraid. As thunder cracked above, the monastery stones shook. Something had awakened beneath them. Trinity stood at the mouth of a tunnel beneath the sanctum. Alara watched her, unsure. They left this path sealed for centuries. Even the warlocks feared it. Trinity nodded. Because it leads to the Void Heart, the source of their darkest magic. As they descended, whispers tugged at Trinity's mind, fragments of other lives, other versions of herself. She clenched her fists. I won't let them splinter me again. I am whole now. But when they reached the final chamber, a reflection stepped from the void. A second Trinity, pale, cold-eyed. No, the real Trinity whispered. Not you again. Reese ran through burning woods, images flashing before him, not from dreams, but memories pressed into his mind. He remembered Trinity's laughter at 13, her rage at 16, the moment she first touched prophecy. He stumbled into a clearing where an old seer stood beside a bonfire. Your threads are tangled with hers, the seer rasped. But you've only seen one version. You must find the others. Reese looked into the fire. Trinity, not one, but many. Each broken, each reborn. Which one is mine? He asked. The one you choose to believe in. In the chamber of the Void Heart, Trinity faced her reflection. You were created to house the darkness, the reflection said. You think you can hold it all? Trinity stepped forward. I don't want to hold it. I want to destroy it. The reflection laughed. Then you destroy yourself. Alara raised her staff. Trinity, it's a test, a final echo. Don't fight her. Understand her. Trinity closed her eyes, and suddenly she was everywhere. In chains, on thrones, in bloodied fields, in burning sanctuaries. She opened her eyes. You're not my enemy. You're my memory, and it's time I forgave you. The reflection vanished, and a new path opened. Reese sat alone at a riverbank, his hands bloody. Not from battle, from memory. He saw himself at 6, watching a girl fall into the river. Trinity? No, her name was Arya, his first loss. Vincent sat beside him. You're not broken because you remember. You're whole because you do. Reese whispered. I failed her. I failed them all. Vincent looked to the horizon. Then don't fail Trinity. Find her. In that moment, a raven landed at Reese's feet. It carried a scroll, Trinity's symbol. She was reaching out. Trinity opened the scroll she'd left for Reese. It was a map, inked in blood and stardust, marking 3 sanctuaries of the old oracles. Alara frowned. You think he'll follow this? Trinity nodded. He has to. I left a part of me in each place. If he gathers them, he can find me. She touched her chest. Because if I fall here, he's the only one who can finish it. And as she turned away, far behind her shadows stirred. The warlocks had found the sanctum. Reese, Vincent, and Juniper reached the first sanctuary, a desert temple buried beneath sands cursed by time. Reese stepped into the sanctuary alone. The heat shimmered, voices cried out, a trial awaited, a memory. Trinity, bound, screaming his name, and a choice. Open the door and face the beast, or turn back and let the past rest. Reese kicked the door down. Inside, a creature made of ash and sorrow waited. And Reese, with fire in his hands, screamed, I won't leave her behind again. Can Reese overcome the sorrowful beast and retrieve the first part of Trinity he needs? What exactly are these parts of herself that Trinity has left behind, and what power will they grant Reese when gathered? With the warlocks now at the sanctum, will Trinity be able to hold them off, or will Reese be too late to finish it? And what will be the ultimate price of making Trinity, and perhaps Reese himself, whole once more?
Hey, I am Trinity. Want to know what happens next? Then click the link in the description below and download the Pocket FM app and listen to the exciting episodes of Chosen by Fate, Rejected by the Alpha.
Pocket FM.
To unlock all the episodes, click the link in bio.